Guiding the behavior of young children. Effective discipline involves establishing mutual respect, positive interaction, focus on the child, and encouragement of self-control. Through effective discipline, children can learn to make positive choices, learn problem-solving skills, and learn values of respect and responsibility. Common sense strategies: have a clear set of rules and routines, be consistent, concentrate on shaping positive behavior, structure the environment to support appropriate behaviors. Always focus on behavior. Do not be overly controlling. Allow children to make acceptable choices. Allow children to experience logical consequences and observe children and anticipate problems. Ignore misbehavior when appropriate. Interrupt or stop behavior that is harmful or unfair. Treat children with unconditional positive regard. When you make a rule, always explain the reason. Allow children appropriate choices regarding their behavior. You must always be firm and consistent. Allow children to experience the logical consequences of their actions. Ignore some behaviors and always praise appropriate behavior. You should never be negative or yell at children. Teacher behavior. How many times during the day do you give in to inappropriate behavior, use timeout, not follow through with stated consequences? Teachers, you should pick one positive discipline technique that you currently do not use and try it for several weeks with the child. Keep notes on how it works for you and the child. Redirection. Redirecting the child's attention to a different toy or activity that is more acceptable. Reasoning. Explain to the children the consequences of their actions on other people and the purposes for obeying the rules. Discussion. Discuss the misbehavior and ask the child how he or she may react differently. Setting rules and limits. Rules should be explained to children and strictly enforced. They should be simple and few. Modeling. It is vital that adults model the type of behavior that they desire in children. This teaches children how to deal with conflict and cooperate. It is absolutely imperative that teachers have a positive attitude. Listening. Be aware of what children are thinking and feeling. It is important to check things out before attempting to resolve problems and help children work through their difficulties. Reinforcement. Reinforcement encourages behavior through praise or attention. When you comment on positive actions, children increase any behavior they get attention for, positive or negative. So it is important to point out the positive behaviors. Offering choices. Children, like adults, like to have some control over what happens to them. Offer children good choices that are appropriate and then accept their decision. Acceptable outlets for expressing feelings. Children need to express strong feelings, but help them find safe ways to do this. Avoid overstimulation. Too many choices and options overwhelm the children. Allow them an appropriate number of choices. This is a problem for many teachers. You have to be aware that overstimulation often causes misbehavior. Positive guidance. Positive guided methods which build children's self-esteem and confidence in themselves. Directions and rules are stated in positive ways, such as please walk instead of no running. Natural and logical consequences. Actions result in consequences, whether negative or positive. If the consequence is too severe, let natural consequences happen. If not, create a consequence, logical, that is appropriate for the behavior. Age-appropriate activities. Activities and equipment that are relevant and safe for the age of the child promote growth and development. Avoid unrealistic expectations. It is important that the teacher understand the skills and abilities of the children. When you expect unrealistic expectations, this is actually you directing them towards misbehavior.